If you've ever potty trained a 2-year-old, you know the face we're about to discuss. Sometimes it happens in the bathroom, like this. Other times it happens at the playground or in a quiet corner when they're trying to pretend they're not doing exactly what you think they're doing. Well, we're talking about the poo-poo face, ladies and gentlemen. And my next guest wrote a children's book all about it. Please welcome Jason Mesnick and Zach Phillips. What?
No, joking.
The authors of What's Your Poopoo Face? A Family Fable.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, please, y'all, tell me the inspiration for this book and why I'm saying poo-poo on TV.
It's inspiration. This is real. Kids riding unicorns, going into space.
That's right?
Yeah.
Avi.
Avi. You know, it's funny. Like, this was really what happened with my son. Outside of the match, so Zach helped it become much more magical. But when my son was potty training, my son Ty, he would literally go to his preschool teacher, his mom, me, and ask everybody what their poo-poo face was, because it helped him get through it. So, I mean, I don't know how many years ago, but like maybe 13 years ago, I made like a PowerPoint and just shoved all of our faces in it as if we were making the poo-poo faces, and Zach made it become real and much more magical.
Wait, I cannot even. All right, well, speaking of Ty, really quickly, we have to, like, your son, he was a little guy when you were on The Bachelor. I don't know if y'all remember, Jason was on The Bachelor. He was The Bachelor.
Yeah.
And then you had Ty, and you just took this boy to college. That's crazy.
Gosh. I mean, look at him. He's 6'5".
What?
Right? Like, I remember the first shot we did on The Bachelor, he was like laying on my pillow in his diapers.
Oh,
right?
My gosh.
Right? So like not quite poo-poo face time.
Yeah, no, it was pre-poo-poo face time.
Yeah, now he's making some weird college, doing his college kid faces.
Oh man, I can't. You know what? It goes so fast.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I just potty trained my kids, and now they're in 5th grade.
Well, I mean, any parent knows it does. It flies by. Middle school, high school, you name it, it just goes.
Can I ask you guys a question? Do you think it was easier to train the kids when we're talking potty time? Was it easier to train them to go number 1 than number 2? What do you think?
Well, I have 2 kids. I have a 3 and a 4-year-old. And
you're in it.
Oh, I'm in it, and just maybe beyond it, we'll see how it goes at nighttime.
Yeah.
We're still having some of those issues, but poo-poo face happened easy for the first one, and the second one had a little bit more trouble that he's learning from his sister. So,
but they're done. They're all through potty training.
They're through the number 2 potty training, at least.
You made me snort just then. Where was this book when I had kids? I swear. Okay, so how does this book make it less scary or make it more just kind of fun for kids to get involved in that part of doing it?
Well, I think what it does more than anything is, like, every kid, I think, has some kind of fear. Like, my son Ty didn't have like a major fear, but I think walking around asking people made it a little bit more fun. But I know, like, my nephew and niece right now, they had a lot of struggles, and the book actually really did help them.
I love that. Like, my favorite. Here's some illustrations. My favorite was, so I started at my school where I love to learn and play, and I asked my favorite teacher if she'd showed me hers today, and his teacher shows her poo-poo face.
So now that one's true.
That's true.
I won't say the real teacher's name, but that was true. And every character has like their own little
poo-poo dropping out
little
there.
Poo-poo emoji. So teachers have apples. The unicorn has a special shape of poop. But the inspiration also came, like, we made this so interesting, and Zach had this idea of, like, let's kind of make it rhyme as well, so everybody would have fun reading it.
Yep.
Okay, wait. So your illustrator, your art says art by Adam Green. How did you find Adam and say, listen?
We scoured the internet, and once I found this guy, Jason said we wanted someone who's the best of the best.
Yeah.
And I found a Disney
got a picture.
animator. Right there, you see him on TV. He's a Disney animator who's done movies like Moana, Encanto, and Frozen.
Yeah.
And I made the pitch. I'm like, we have Jason Mesnick on board, and it's called What's Your Poopoo Face? And he said, I'm in.
He is such a good guy. Like, when he came in and, like, the first batch of books we all autographed and whatnot and signed, and he would draw little Disney characters, because he did who's the
Hey Hey?
Hey Hey, like the
big. Oh yeah.
So he's the creator of Hey Hey, basically.
Oh, wow,
So
okay.
he's so good. So he would come in, and the kids would come in and want an autograph or something. He'd draw Hey Hey for him
In like a minute.
Yeah, it's
It's
unbelievable.
amazing.
That is hilarious. This is so amazing. And I just keep looking at this. It's so many funny little bits and pieces. I'm glad that you explained the little emojis for everybody's little business. Let's talk about the contest you have right now.
Sure. So right now, for the month of September, to introduce kids going back to school, we are going to give away 100 books to whoever wins this contest, and they can allocate it to their school of choice. How do you enter? You go to Family Fables on Instagram, and then you tag What's Your Poopoo Face when you post Your Poopoo Face. So get your best poopoo faces on, post throughout September, and we'll pick a winner at the end of the month.
I will say one thing. Okay, those are middle-aged men making
Oh,
poo-poo
boy.
faces are not the way to go.
Just on TV
If you
like that,
have
huh?
a kid or somebody not in their late 30s to mid 40s and they're male, submit that.
Okay, seriously, that is phenomenal.
Look at Adam.
Yeah. Adam actually made all those faces for the book. That's how he made the poo-poo faces on each of the characters.
Yeah.
He made hundreds of them, and he picked the best.
That's amazing. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to meet Adam one day. I hope you all continue writing.
Yeah.
Is there any other books in the works?
We got many coming in the pipe. We got one called Brian the Ghost coming out for Halloween, and many more in the future. We'll have to.
And they're all about kind of helping kids through these certain issues that we all face.
Yep, not all poo-poo related, but they all help kids out in one way or the other.
I can't wait to see it. Where can people find the books?
Well, you can go to Amazon.com/Family Fables. It'll be on your screen or not. I don't know how live TV works.
Yep.
Okay. And they're also in Barnes & Nobles locally in Seattle.
Amazing. Thank you both so much. This has been an absolute pleasure chatting with you about this. This is such a great, fun thing, and I know so many kids are going to be helped by it, so thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.